skirt on, dip my body in glitter.
And the fact that you're trying to say just kidding right after I said that perhaps it's a concern if somebody like this has access with children, and then you say JK, ew, that makes it even worse. Guilty vibes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Hi Margarita, how are you? Diana Calderon, ¿cómo estás? Miss Shannon Montana. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've seen older men recently, just men that you would think that would be just like decent men, trying to be, I wish to never be yours, sir. Ever. You came over here inappropriately, pretending on a live and then pretending to be decent. And here you are showing your true colors again.
Hey, everybody. So I heard some of this. I guess some of you have been watching. And in typical Vanessa fashion, she believes that she knows everything about everybody.
And he looked like a statue. He was mortified. I think she caught him by surprise, maybe. I don't know. I felt real bad for him though, because he wouldn't make eye contact with me. And I did stand next to him, and she took the picture. And you know what? I appreciate that. Because for so many years I had couples that would come and hate on me as couples. And of course, the guy would score points with the girl because he'd be like, look at how much I hate her, Mm-hmm. Yeah, almost like instead of getting your girlfriend roses, just go and show how much you hate Vanessa Tijerina.
Mm-hmm. Hey, good evening, everybody.
And your girlfriend will love you. Like that. Mm-hmm. Yes.
The catty man is here.
But yeah. So I appreciate it when couples are not mean like that,
The unmasculine catty man.
My type doesn't live down here where I live anyways. You like it, Chaconi? Tijerina? Tijerina. Thank you. Jonas Hockaday says, hello, Vanessa. How are you? Sorry, I haven't been in a while. I'm glad to see you here. Likewise. It's okay. You don't ever have to be sorry for not. I'm grateful that you all are even making time for me right now.
I think it's funny how I've said this before.
Thank you.
She thinks there are people out there who think they know every single thing that's on your mind, what you're thinking,
Thank
what
you,
you're
Mr.
feeling,
Huggins
how
says,
you are
keep your head
exactly.
up. You don't need that crap. You know who you are, and that's what we love about you. And you tell it how it is. Thank you.
And you got all these freaking idiots on her
Says,
page
Vanessa, you are one
cheering
stone
her
away. I don't
on,
know how you do it to put up with ugly people. Thank you.
letting that.
Megan, thank you. Nancy Forbes Tyner says we love you.
I don't know
love
what
you guys.
attitude or.
You guys are so sweet. Amanda Zimmerman says we should do a
False.
podcast together and tell tough stories, but see the beauty in scars.
What is it? I'm looking for false pride, false like. I mean, it's all a freaking act.
Tonight's the new moon in Virgo, right?
It bothers me that she does music. I heard her say that.
It's
She
tonight.
played. I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna lower it.
I think it's tonight and tomorrow.
She wants to play music. Let her play music.
Right? Oh, tonight's powerful.
It takes more time away from her trying to deliver her fucking
Tonight's
message.
powerful. If tonight is a new moon in Virgo,
Please.
tonight is powerful. And basically anything that you say with intention, you can dance it with
Yeah,
intention.
and when I move like her
sing it
or
with
make
intention.
faces like her, like
The level of energy
everybody
that you
else
put
who's
in
watching her,
whatever you
even her own
want
people,
to manifest
when they're
tonight,
watching this and they're watching her
will
and she thinks they're
determine
supporting her, everybody's doing it.
the amount
Everybody's
of energy that
mocking
the universe gives back towards your
Please.
manifestation. I'm not kidding. Do it. Try it. But you have to do it with intention. Rhyme it. The more energy you put into it, the more the universe will recognize how much you want it and that you actually put work into it. It'll reciprocate it. I know what I'm telling you.
I don't know if you can hear that or not.
I know.
Yeah, that's as loud as it goes. Oh, she's got a
If you
poll
don't know
up.
how I know what I'm telling you.
How many of you came from the hate pages about me?
I think I've proven it. I think I've proven that
38% that
been
found
blow up.
Vanessa from a hate page,
my whole life.
and 63%
And I've always been
not
on
from a hate
an
page.
upward trajectory. Upward and onward trajectory.
You should ask, how did you hear about Vanessa in the first
And
place? How did you hear about me in the first place?
but the best thing is, looking at me, you would never think that I've survived what I've survived. Looking at me, you would never think that I've healed from anything. That takes a lot
You're
of effort.
so full of shit. I don't. It's unbelievable how people believe what you say.
Cindy Burns says, Vanessa, I'm watching as I sit next to my tiny, beautiful mom transitioning from this life to her heavenly home. Positive vibes to you, Cindy. And I wish your mother the most beautiful and peaceful transition.
Please.
And I'm sending you all my thoughts and positive vibes. And she's transitioning on a very powerful night. I think that's really meaningful. And I'm sending you a hug.
Please get the fuck out of here with that virtual hug. Nobody wants to be
Thank
near
you,
you.
Mr. Donald.
The smell might stick to you, to us.
See, you always feel that you're going through something, and then you see someone that needs prayers a little more than you do in that moment. And you give them whatever little energy you have left, whatever positivity you have to push out into the world, you do that. And the universe recognizes it. Just the intention to do it, just the thought. When people say that it's the thought that counts, it's the intention. That's what a thought is. You intended to buy a gift for somebody, but you forgot or you couldn't. But the intention was there. The thought was there. It's a thought that counts. It's the intention that counts. Well, I wish you and your wife and Faith and Donald a wonderful night. And a pleasant, peaceful night. Thank you. Well, I'm going to let y'all go. I love that. She says, hi, Vanessa.
Waiting for somebody to go over there and tell her, oh, the hateful man is watching you.
I'm 25 and I can honestly say you're an amazing role model. The hate's going to come after you, just so you know. Just so you know.
No hate's going to come after anybody. She likes to say that. She likes to say that so much. She has to believe people hate her that much. She has to make those idiots believe that she's hated that much.
Cindy Burns,
who needs that?
In one of the hardest roles you can be in.
Who needs that? But that.
Right now. She's in one of those roles tonight. She says, thank you for the love, all of you. My mother is a beautiful soul who would love you. I wish I could have met her.
And what was she saying? That she didn't need anybody to like her, love her? Please. Talk about freaking attention is all she wants. So people that go online, they go live, they have a show. To some extent, do they do it for attention? Fuck yeah. So what? That's what this is all for. To get some attention, to talk about the things you want to talk about.
It's placement.
For people to hear the things that you want to say. Now, what's wrong with that? Her kind of attention is the wrong kind of attention. I mean,
and I believe that souls are
making stories up, changing facts, lying to the people that watch you about what's really happening.
Life is energy. She turned 100 in August.
I wonder what it would take for her people, her viewers.
I'm so sorry, Cindy.
And I don't care what the number is. It's not no 60,000 viewers. I'll say it's 100 to 200 that probably rotate and watch at any given time.
Diane Horton says, you have almost 70,000 followers for a reason. You are loving, kind, and compassionate. We love you, beautiful soul. Thank you. They're sad tears, Mr. Donald, Mr. Huntley, but...
She's loving, kind, and compassionate.
Sometimes tears can be cleansing.
Loving, kind, and compassionate.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
I'm telling you, if there was ever a better time for that little guy. And these idiots have no idea who she really is.
When you said that, I'm antisocial and don't.
And she does a good job keeping them away.
Said what? I'm so sorry.
And finding out who are the ones that are visiting here, or
and loving. It's such a touching and loving life tonight.
Ultimate Deception, or No More Cheeseke's Lies. She works hard to find out who's been there and who's coming here from there, or who's going back and forth. And then she'll cut them off, so they don't hear the real freaking truth.
You know how when I don't even know how to describe it if there's ever been a moment in my life.
Nobody cares. There's
Maybe right before child
there's no difference
yeah.
her from a crackhead in the street
Whether
because
it's
they'll tell you
whether
whatever you want to hear, that they're gonna buy food, that they're hungry or whatever. Yeah.
you have an
So
elective
you're gonna give them
C-section,
$2,
or
a
you're about to
dollar,
have an
$5
emergency
to go buy
C-section,
food, and then they're
especially
gonna go
during
smoke
that
crack.
time, or when you're about to have your first baby.
She just
right?
does it a little differently. She does it from her car,
Do
different
crack or whatever
stories.
it is, right? That's a moment, kind of, that I could maybe make this analogy to. Because in that moment, you're about to go through something, and you know you're going to go through something, and it's something that is powerful. It's a powerful thing, and you don't know how it's going to turn out. You don't know. I just have this feeling.
You ain't got no feeling. And I know,
and I know,
because
because I feel it. I feel it. I feel it.
I know what she says. She got the creepy vibes for me,
Everything
blah
that
blah
I was
blah.
getting prepared for,
Especially
I
especially
feel
the things I know about him. Whatever.
coming.
You know what? I don't care. I don't care what you know, what you think you know.
Uh-huh.
You don't know the whole story. You don't know the whole any story of anything at all. Only the little bits that people feed you, and that's what you go with.
It's
But you know
kind of
what?
scary.
I don't care because I chose to be online. And when you choose to be online, you choose to expose your life. Fuck it. That's what happens. That's the risk that I take for doing this. And it's the same for you. The exact same fucking thing. Except you force your life upon everybody. I'm a victim. I'm a victim. They're arresting me. They're doing this to me.
To be a hater, and she says
That's what you're shouting every freaking day of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's some life to live. You care more about being a victim than you did about your own daughters and fighting for them. Yeah, high class move there. And
Unmoved.
and all these freaking idiots that watch her. You go, girl. You're strong. You're so strong and beautiful, and all this stupid crap. You guys are fucking idiots. You know, wake up and smell the coffee, as they say. What is wrong with you people? Just blindly go after. Just drink the Kool-Aid. Don't ask later. Drink the Kool-Aid first. And then you fucking believe her.
Yeah.
And you believe what she says is hate.
I knew
is hate.
that was coming, and I pinned the comment. I knew that it was coming because it was going so good. And those that hate love to ruin beautiful things. They love to ruin beautiful things.
Oh, this fucking broad.
Especially anything that they are not a part of. And I highly doubt that if you are a hateful person, that you're a part of anything beautiful in this world, which is likely why you are a hateful person. I love you, Lisa. That means a lot, especially if you know what I've gone through. She says, we got bail money.
You ain't gone through shit.
You don't even know.
I got beautiful people in my life that you don't even compare to. You can't even stand in their shadow.
I better go.
Because you're nothing like some algae. That's what you are, is algae.
Just thank you.
Not worth the sweat off my nuts.
Thank you so much. But she hasn't said anything else, and I don't know. It looks like it's a fake page. It's spelled Lindsey, and the last name is spelled Kay.
See what she does? She'll read their names. She'll read the profile names, whoever said something bad or nasty, or not even bad or nasty.
And she hasn't said anything since then.
Who's ever comment she doesn't like. And that's her way of sending her little army of
So
minions
yeah,
after
this
her.
video was to all the new followers that are like shocked about how hateful they are. Like you didn't they can I love y'all. I told y'all, like I'm really honest with y'all, and I tell y'all I got haters.
Hey, all you
I
people
hate
watching
both.
Vanessa, you're watching
You can
both
say anything
pages,
positive,
feeding her
or
what I'm
anything
saying.
negative. You
Why don't
say
you come over here and hear the real
positive
truth
to
that
me
she doesn't
about
want you to hear?
they are going to full force come at you in the DMs. I'm being serious.
Not
They're
gonna
going
come
to
at you. I'm
they're
gonna wait till
I'm
she's
being
done
serious.
spewing her bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking diarrhea
They're
coming
worse
out
than
of
the
her mouth.
pushing ladies at the department store. Like they are, you know, they're like the people trying to sell you electricity at the grocery store in the way, right? Like that. Persistent. Mm-hmm. Persistent. I promise.
Persistent, like you selling your bullshit.
Ooh, just
I'm a victim. I'm a victim. They gave me my arrests. Who the fuck gives arrests?
Why do men do this with their children? He won't go live. I asked him. The pervert. I asked him to go live. He won't go live. You all heard it. Well, stay with me until I get there.
Accusing people she doesn't even know of being child molesters.
Oh, thank you, Juan Carlos. That's true. And if you ever see, hear anything, just go, call and please. Yeah, but in this county, you have to only certain bail bonds people. They only allow certain bail bonds people to bond people out. No joke, for real.
Now she's probably burned so many of them that they don't want to deal with her. That's probably the real truth.
Don't need bail money. I got connections. I got you, girl. Thank you, girl. My car only scrapes right here. God, that always hurts me in my soul. Every time.
But your kids being gone doesn't hurt your soul, huh?
It's always the same. Never.
But your car is scraping the freaking curb. That hurts your soul. I see how it is.
It scrapes her too. Sometimes it doesn't.
Oh, she's got a soul. I'm sure it's black as all hell. It's black.
Hey, it didn't.
Remember Pulp Fiction, the movie Pulp Fiction, when they were trying to find that suitcase and they went to grab the suitcase and they opened it, and every time they opened it, it was a yellow, golden glow.
Valerie Vasquez says, "My friend went to the Holy Land. I told her to say prayers for you."
That was Marcellus Wallace's soul that they borrowed, and that's why he wanted it back.
Just the fact that you even thought of me, even if she were to forget. Just the fact that
oh my God, such bullshit. Such bullcrap.
It's the intentions. And I thank you. Thank you. Yes, Lisa, there's more love than there is hate. No one can see your comments, Lindsay. Nobody cares, even if they could see them. Yeah. I'm not begging anybody for bail money. It's a live video. It's a live video. It shows exactly how it was brought up. Anything else, hater? Anything else? Margarita Castro says, I find it funny because those commenting nastiness are going to have some nasty karma their way. Creator will take care of that. Y'all don't be complaining too loud when your lives go to shit. Remember these comments. Karma indeed. Yeah.
And and when I saw this,
don't worry, let me block him.
When I heard these little sound clips when I was listening, when they said she's live,
let me see.
At first I laughed and I was like, this fucking bitch. And it bothers me when people lie like that. spewing friggin' falsehood after falsehood after falsehood, making herself look like an angel. And that means also even
Oh, here it is. I was like, where's my wallet?
and that means also when she goes after law enforcement, judges,
I did.
that police are arresting her for no reason at all and all that crap. Like, come on.
Well, at least Facebook has good protections from a lot of what these haters, do. Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez. Mhm.
And these are people who don't watch at all, or they've watched 5 minutes, and then they'll go to her.
I am
I don't
still
know.
fasting.
You know why they go to
I
her?
think the day changed from.
You know why they go to
It's
her
funny
and they
'cause I've
watch
been
her?
asking this Lindsay to come live.
These
and
are
she won't come
very
live. Why?
lost people who love to watch the illusion of somebody strong. You know, women, when they see a strong or a tough woman, like, yeah, she's tough, I like her. Well, that's how they feel about this one. Except they don't do their research, and they don't know that 99.999% of what she's saying, it's all a bunch of fucking lies.
Yeah, but I am. I'm still.
It's all a bunch of lies. And I get it. People like, if there's a strong woman or an independent woman and does all kind of stuff and
Like no one
whatever,
ever,
like,
even
cool, strong woman.
No one ever declines it straight up, like straight like decline.
But who
declines? Yeah,
follows so loyally without digging for anything at all?
Here. If I can't bring you live, and I don't keep you here like.
So they want to believe and they want to. Whoa, she's a strong woman. Oh my God, she's been through so much. I want to go to the promised land. I'm going to go to Israel, pray for her.
To do that, then I'm going to block you. I did
I mean,
I had been doing 7 days at a time.
It's
fasting, but I think as I've been losing weight, I started to feel like I was like, what
it's ridiculous.
And it's ribs. Sometimes I get really busy with work, and all I do is just work, and I don't eat, and it makes my fasting easier.
You don't work. All you do is drive. Is that work?
And so I
Is that your work?
Though, Vanessa, you're no longer 200 and something pounds. You are right at 200 or a little less. You can't. It's gonna come off fast.
And for the record, I don't care how much you weigh. I don't care any of that shit. I'm definitely not jealous of her. I'm not infatuated with her. I'm not in love with her. I'm not any of that she'll have you believe or have her people believe.
Like my eyesight was getting affected.
She's a 2-bit piece of shit hustler. That's all she is.
So maybe I'll just go I don't know. It's either I go down to every 5 days, because I'll still get the effect that I want, which is the stem cell,
I know there
stem cells and the surge of human growth hormone. We'll have another music night, fine.
Another music night?
All kinds of music. Really, I do. All kinds. All kinds. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Be well and safe. And we're already past halfway through the week. Right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Beatriz. Well, if I want to do the 4 days though, because intermittent fasting is you won't eat between certain hours out of the day, right? And that doesn't give me the effect that I want. And the effect that I want is what happens to you at about 36 hours of fasting. That's what I've done. And you have to go at least that much. So maybe 3 days fasting or 4 days. I bet you anything that it'll go fat. Like it'll be more effective. I have a feeling that it will, actually. How did I get that? Hi, Miss Samantha Martel. How are you? Thank you, Valentina. Gracias. Thank you, Inez Spitznagel. Thank you. Good night. Good night, everyone.
Uh-huh. So. Where's this song? I like this. I can dig this. Not. Nope, that's not the one. That's not the one, but I'll leave it here. That's fine. So that day when she got arrested outside the Stars, restaurant, when she wouldn't open a window, she just cracked the window to hear the cop. But she wouldn't open the door. She would not let the police officers look at her kids. I wonder why. Finally, after so many hours, I think it started in the daytime. There was daylight, and it wasn't really over. It was already dark. So it was a bunch of hours. And there's a video which she's saying somebody planted. Now she's saying somebody planted. It's a police officer walking with a crack pipe back to her car and placing it in her car. Now, I say back to her car because while they were searching her car, they found that crack pipe. So this officer, I'm sure he walked it over to a supervisor and said, what do we do with this? This was in her car. Blah, 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 whatever, blah, 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 blah. Police talk. Okay, go take it back and put it where you found it. And he was walking back, and that was being videotaped when he was walking back to her car to place it where he found it. And what did she say? If I'm not mistaken, the next day, I believe it was the next day, she said that crack pipe, and it was a glass dick, a crack pipe. She said, oh, it was in my house, but I didn't want it in my house. But I didn't want to leave it outside on the street either, so under garbage, on my property, so I put it in my car. What? Really? She didn't want the crack pipe in her house, but she didn't want it outside, so she put it in her car. Right. I can hear.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit?
Yeah.
A bullshit? A bullshit?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Exactly right. So, so she admitted to that. She admitted it was hers, and she didn't want it in her house, so she hid it. Not even hid it. She placed it in her car. Like, that makes a lot of sense, right? But when she was saying this, you could tell she was way gone and out of it. She was way up there somewhere. So then the story turned into, in fact, if this wasn't her, it was one of her minions who was in the comments here tonight with us about somebody else. So-and-so tried to plant drugs in VT's car, and it too as a fail. There's receipts. So Vanessa had her people, or the people that like to want to protect, the Captain Save-A-Ho pages, were in the house, observing, taking notes, taking screenshots, and that's what they do. I wonder what it would take. I wonder, and I was close, this close, of just going over there to her live and going live to see if she would. Was that close? But guess what? It's not time yet. It's almost time. It's almost time. Because I'm telling you, when that happens, that means I've lost interest. That means I've really lost interest. As it is, I'm not 1,000% interested. I mean, there was a point when I was really interested. It was very, very amusing, really entertaining. Now it's more of a, I can't help it. There's a need. There's a demand. You guys want to watch? People want to watch. And yes, I know I do it a little bit differently. I provide commentary. I get it. And I enjoy it. I like doing that. I really do. I didn't think I would, but I do. And what I dislike more, and I've said it before, John Allen is a good guy. He's a military veteran. He saved a Walmart in our community. I'll say my community, but it was in the valley, from a mass murder. It was a guy who went in there with a AK-47, fully intent on shooting up the store and getting on the news, and we were going to have our own massacre story. But he was in a parking lot. He was there. He saw the guy walk in with an AK-47 in his hand. And what did John do? He went right after him. He's been on my show. He talked about what happened that day. He told the story. He talked to the guy, if I'm not mistaken, for the better part of an hour. And he kept him from shooting. He kept him from walking around killing people at random. It didn't end well. He did put the gun down, but then he tried the perp had another weapon on him, and when he went for that, the police shot him and killed him. It upset John, because he thought he had won the guy over, and it is what it is. But you know what? 10, 20, 30, 40 people did not die at Walmart that day because of John Allen. So when this piece of shit, I don't know, where do I have her up here? This one wants to say that falsely claim, and I've talked to John many times, and I've asked him point blank. I said, you absolutely had nothing to do with this. Absolutely nothing. She keeps claiming this. And I believe him. Military veteran, impeccable record, super nice guy, not a stalker. She only brings them up because she invited the public to watch her, to come and meet her, meet and greet, come and meet me. So he shows up, and she was in his city and neighborhood or town, by the way. And ever since then, she's been calling him a stalker. Now, the other one she accuses is Ofelia Moreno, Peacocks United. They are in the house tonight. They're in the room. They're in the chat room. Vanessa's trying to say she was involved in this too. Sharing the video, they're sharing the live, and then later it became, well, they conspired. They put their money together, and they paid people to beat up Vanessa. And I'm real big on injustice like that, blaming people that are innocent, falsely accusing people, especially when there's so much evidence there that Vanessa's a piece of shit liar. So now those two people. And then, of course, she had to include Frank. Frank Marr has a page called No More Cheese Man. And he used to stream Vanessa on a daily basis also. But he would stream without the commentary. He would just stream her and, kind of like what Ultimate Deception does. Except he had a little TV, like an old school TV screen frame, and then the video was inside of there. You might have seen that here and there. And now they have a longer history. They've been going back and forth. I'd like to say Frank does hate her, and maybe he has at one point, but I don't know that he does anymore. I can't speak to that. But those two used to go at it. Now, he originally from Brownsville, but then he moved to Houston, and it got so bad that she drove to Houston, parked in front of his house, and went live on the video. And then he was out there saying, "Get the hell out of my house! Get the hell out of my house!" That video was out there also. I should dig it up and play that in the next couple of days. So, and I've asked her. I asked her. This was months ago. Was it this year or was it last year? I can't remember. It was many months ago. And not live. Well, I think it was live, but also privately. I said, you had nothing to do with that, right? And what the event I'm talking about is her beating on Christmas Eve. I said, you had nothing, absolutely nothing to do with it. And she says no. And I believe her too. I don't have reason not to believe her. But this one, if you don't talk about her, if you talk about her wrong, or if you disagree with her, like you've seen already, she will put you on her hit list. She has to be hated by someone. She gets off on that shit. She really gets off on that shit. So falsely accusing these people and when the way she's doing it is she keeps bringing it up in a way that it gets called organized crime. And once you start mentioning organized crime, well, that's a felony, a serious felony. Now you're talking mafia shit, gang related mafia stuff. So the penalties are higher. That's why she's going for that. But you've seen the videos. I know you guys have seen the videos already. You guys have seen the videos where she says, the reason this happened, and she shows a picture of her bruised up face. The reason this happened is because of a guy I used to date and his new girlfriend. She admitted it. She admitted it a few times right after the beating. She admitted it right after, and even after she was healed. In that video I'm talking about where she says the reason this happened, she was pretty much almost healed up. And how long does it take to heal up from that kind of a beating? You saw how swollen she was and stuff like that. So that did take a while. So after all that time, she was still saying, this happened because of a jealous girlfriend of my ex. I had never seen these people before. That's a lie, because there's a photo of her with two of the girls. You guys have probably seen that as well. There's a photo, and she's there with them. They're all smiling. And that was just 24 hours before. I swear to God, it was 24 hours. I don't think it was more than that. I don't think it was 48. It was less than that, somebody told me. So, just like, I don't like when people accuse men, and they throw this around so lightly too, of being, he's a child molester or he's a creeper or whatever. That's dangerous too. Those are dangerous words that most people take seriously. And for someone to say that, talk about, that's like an instant stigma that gets attached to men. That's very difficult to take off, to get cleared from. So that's not even funny. That's not even kind of funny. That's not even just a joke funny. That's not. So I'll put this in that same category. Bullshitting and trying because you don't like somebody. You want to make up this lie about them, get them arrested. I think that's bullcrap. Not a fan. And for you to do something like that, you want to talk about hate and being hateful? You got to be really hateful to talk like that and tell those kind of lies and not care. That's hate. That's evil hate to do that. So will I keep on with her streaming and stuff? Yeah. For now, yeah. We're gonna see where it goes. But one of these days, I'm just gonna go, you know what? I'm done. And that's when I'm gonna go to her page on one of her lives and try to go live with her and see what happens. See how she reacts. See if she accepts me to go live with her. And I say that'll be it, because I'm pretty sure at that point she'll probably block. And now we won't have access to her videos. So that's one reason why I'm not in a hurry to go and do that right now, because I'm not ready right now. Anyway, sorry for blabbing off so much, but you guys know it's nothing like she says. Nothing at all. Jessica Lee, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you. I'm glad you're here with us. She's just she needs sympathy. She needs people to, oh, how sad. She's a victim. People hate her. Why? Why do they hate her? Why do they hate her so much? A lot of her comments or a lot of her viewers, why do they hate you so much? I don't understand why they hate you. That's exactly what she loves. She loves that shit. But you know what the funny thing is? Sometimes those people who are sincere, like, oh man, why do they hate you so much? You're a hater. You were probably over there. You're a hater. And she'll delete and block them and go crazy on them too. You know, she's her own worst enemy. That's what she is. She's her own worst enemy. Bless her heart. She got nobody on her side. That is sad. That is sad. Attorney's not even on her side. All they do is they're working. They're getting paid. So they're getting paid to be on her side. And I think so much crap has happened. I think if they were to be dismissed from the case or have to leave it, or once it's over, they're going to be fucked. I'm glad to be done with this shit. So glad to be done with it. Because the word on the street is that she's a pain in the ass client. And we find that very easy to believe. That's true. The other reason they're not really on Team Vanessa is because they're slow to get paid. They're slow to get paid. She's got 10, 15, 20, 25 grand from a settlement, maybe more, who knows? Anybody else on the planet, you get 25 grand. What are you doing with that money? I owe so-and-so. I owe so-and-so. Let me write a check for, okay. Who else do I owe? Oh, yeah. Check. That's the first thing you do. What does she do? She goes to get a mommy fucking makeover. I would just call it a makeover because she's not a mommy right now. Well, she is to her sons. And that's a touchy thing. You know, I don't necessarily like to rub that in, but if the shoe fits, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And lately, it just bothers the piss out of me. Oops. It bothers the piss out of me that all these people that are watching her and how supportive they are. And you know, it'd be nice. You remember I said, let's convert one person a week if we could. It would be nice to go over there, bring one person. Can you imagine if we could convert that one person? Come here, come on. Like Mr. Was it Mr. Rogers? Mr. Rogers. Come on. 5 minutes. Give us 5 minutes. If you don't believe us, you can leave. But I think some of them are so into it. Like, you know, besides people liking a strong woman, right? I think people like a victim as well. There are sick people out there that like to watch a victim. Seriously. They like to watch a victim. So in their own way, a lot of those people watching her, they're full of shit too. They're afraid of her because the way she is, oh, she's going to show my page. Oh, no, I'm going to stay quiet. I'm going to be silent. Just so dumb. So dumb. Being afraid of someone they don't even know. From somewhere that's not even close to them. And they're afraid to say anything. That's how you know that's the kind of follower she wants. She wants an obedient follower. That's what she wants. And you know it. You can't go over there and say, yeah, I saw you on Manny's page yesterday. And like right there, that's enough for her to cut you off. That's enough. That is enough for her to cut you off. And it's pretty sad. So when I made those t-shirts that are, you know, join, buy a t-shirt. Have you been blocked by Vanessa? Get a blocked party t-shirt. But that's become it's a real thing. That's not a joke. It's a joke on her. But it's a real thing. She's blocked so many people. I would love to see, you know how when you block somebody on Facebook, it shows you as a list. Or it'll say view your list. Can you imagine how big her list is? I wonder if she's got as many blocked as she has followers right now. I'd like to see that list. Wouldn't even care to see who's on it. That wouldn't matter. It'd be more of like how many people are on that list. Somebody should ask her that. Maybe I'll ask her if I ever go live with her. If I remember. How many people do you have on your blocked list? Can you check right now? I'm just curious. I wonder if she even knows. probably quite impressive. Anyway, from that standpoint, she knows what she's doing. She's a good manipulator. She knows exactly. She's a sheep herder, and she does it well. The only thing where she's wrong is that she doesn't have 60,000 supporters. She has 60,000 followers, of which, what are the numbers? What's the percentage? 6,000 is 10%. 600 is 1%. 300 is 0.5%. I know there used to be times when 300 people would watch her, and I remember it going up to 400, 450 even. Here and there. Fresh, right when she purchased all those when she boosted. But that didn't last long. It came down real quick. For a lot of people, she's not appealing to a lot of people. Not because of how we know her now. She's just not appealing to a lot of people. So there might have been a wave of I saw her on an ad that popped up. Let's watch and see if it's any good. And then it's like, so she's talking the same old stuff every day. And for most normal people, she said the same thing 3 days in a row, 4 days in a row. Like, I don't want to watch this. And most normal people would just say, I'm done with this. She's not interesting to me. And that's the real truth. That's the real truth. So I want to say, like, I like doing this. I want to say, like, my cousin Vinny. Remember my cousin Vinny? When the guy took the witness stand and he told him, are you going to have something to say? And he got something. He goes, yeah, everything he said is bullshit. And then he went to sit down. Well, everything she's saying is bullshit. All of it. All of it. And I make faces because am I mocking her to an extent? Yeah, I will. She likes it. You know she likes it. Does she think I'm a creeper? No, but she has to say that to her people. She's got to say that. You know, she said once that she got vibes that I would be one of those people that would rape her. That's what she was afraid of. And she said that. So that was her sinking to another level. And anything we said about her, at least me, that I've said about her, has all been true. It's taken from factual accounts. It's taken from court documents or firsthand accounts or things that we've seen ourselves her do. So there ain't no lie. But I don't know. One day, I'd like to get some of her people and just say, here, come over here. Spend 5 minutes with us. Ask me anything. What are some of your questions about Vanessa? Why do you think I'm a hater? Or why do you think we hate her? Or why do you... I want to know what they would want to know first. I would. But they're afraid to come over because they don't want to get blocked by her. Because even her own people will say, hey, she was over there with Manny. That's why she's here now. She wants it. That's all it takes. And she'll block. And she'll berate you, or she'll try to dox you and showing her profile and all that stuff. Which I don't know why people panic about. Like, your profile is already public, so why hide it? Why be afraid that somebody's looking at your photos? You put them out there for people to see, obviously. So don't be afraid of that shit no more. Who cares? That's the attitude you have to take to her or at her. It's like, yeah, so, okay, have fun. Don't be afraid from it. Don't run from it. So, anyway. What? She's not on again, is she? No, I thought she would be, but of course not. So, what I'm going to do is, give me 1 second here, guys. Because I didn't see the whole thing. I know it didn't last that long. Today's what? Well, technically it's the... Oh, no, still the 13th. Okay. All right. Video secure. I got... Maybe tomorrow I'll watch the whole thing. There. So, anyway, I think that's all I got for right now. And we're going to play a part in her movie. Me and Bab, yeah. I don't know. She might exclude us. I wonder who they would pick for me. I wonder who they would pick for Bam. That'll be fun. Just talking about that is fun. You know, and if her people do come over here and they, you know, the obvious ones that are really trying to start trouble, you guys do whatever you want to do. But occasionally you get some that come over and they ask, and they're being, I think they're being legit, asking, trying to find out. And those are the ones that are good to talk to and try to show them the light. Tells them, walk to the light. Walk to the light. It's okay to walk to the light. But I think you guys know what to do. And I'm not sicking you on anybody. You guys know what to do. I don't have to tell you what to do. Anyway. All right. Coming up on midnight. Wednesday night. Tomorrow's a new day. Everyone have a great night. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for coming on at such short notice. I know I didn't give you any notice this time. But that's okay. More to come. We'll see if we get a reaction for tomorrow. I'm supposed to be afraid. Ooh, she went live and mentioned my name. Oh, I don't remember the last time I wiped my nose either. I'm not going to remember that. I don't care. Yeah, you guys say whatever you want. Yeah, I'm not. Just don't get like belligerently rude and cursing nasty and all that stuff. I don't want you guys to get blocked, or I don't want the page, restricted, or you guys get blocked or restricted either. I've seen how you've done it before. You guys, I don't have to tell you guys what to do. And I'm not going to say, sick him. Go get him. I don't have to do that. Irma, thank you. All right, you guys are great. Everyone have a good night. Tomorrow's another day. Have a good night tonight. And we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everybody.